I'm gonna try to introduce this in the least weird way possible so I don't lose you before I've even started. But basically, we're gonna decorate a couple of custom apartments in The Sims 4 today. Just one of those apartments happens to be for my robot and her dead wife. This is technically for my legacy challenge, but if you've never seen that series, don't worry about it. This is more of a side character thing, so you really don't need to know who these Sims are. So we live in a residential rental in Mount Komorebi in this save, and most of it, like the big main house, belongs to my regular legacy family. But on the second floor, there's an empty apartment for my robot, and on the third floor, there's another empty apartment for my Sims twin brother. And this Sim you're seeing right here is pregnant, so she's gonna have a baby soon, and I kind of need to start making some space in the main household. So I need to move Sims out into these apartments. Legacy Leader have 10 households in the world that have been played for 10 generations or more. Oh my god. And the weather's terrible. But anyway, this is what the house looks like. I live at the top of the mountain up here, so it's always snowy 24/7. It's not always snowing, so this is kind of unfortunate timing. And you can see it's a little bit weird because the main floor and this outside area is shared space. I did this on purpose because I kind of like that the other Sims in the building can come hang out around here sometimes. So basically the game thinks that the bedrooms down here are one of the units. This is a shared area. And then on this side, this is going to be the robot's apartment. We've got a little tiny shared hallway and then a front door for us. This is what I want to start by decorating today. We had a little bit of an incident at the end of the last episode that has kind of thrown off my plans because my robot Nina had this wife named Glitch who just randomly died on the balcony. I don't even know how else to explain it. All of a sudden, she was just laying there dead on the balcony. It's really sad because Nina and Glitch had 2 kids together. They've been together for a really long time because robots are usually immortal. And I'm not really sure what to do about that with Nina now. Oh my god, on the fritz. No, I'm gonna cheat that. Nina gets her needs cheated today. I can't risk her dying. But what I think I'm gonna do is leave this apartment decorated for Nina's kids and then possibly have her, oh, what is that? Oh dear. And then possibly have her move into the main apartment with the rest of the main family while she's in mourning. So we might not need a room for the robot in this space, despite me calling it the robot's apartment. It's more like the robot's kid's apartment now. Luckily, we have 2 bedrooms. They're really small, but it's better than me trying to fit 4 Sims in here. There's a little hallway right here, and then we have a bathroom for the Sims as well. Weirdly, I'm actually kind of interested in making this bathroom into shared space. Oh, I can't put this here, can I? Oh, never mind. I was gonna see about having them share the bathroom, but I guess I probably won't. The bathroom could definitely be made smaller again, too. That would probably help us. And as far as the style goes, I'm really not super sure about what I want this to look like. I'm kind of interested in using some colors that I don't normally go for. Like, I never, ever use this gray floor. I actually don't really like the gray floor very much, but I sort of feel like because I don't like the gray floor, it might be kind of a fun thing to try to use. Ooh, I don't really know about that counter. I think it would be fun if we had a sort of bright color as an accent in here. I just don't really know what it is that I'm looking for with that. Oh my god, what about these weird mint ones? You know, I don't think I've ever used that before either. I just don't really like them that much. So I understand that probably sounds like so backwards. You're probably watching this thinking like, if you don't like them, then why are you using them? Meanwhile, it's because I don't like them that I want to use them. Isn't that interesting? It's kind of giving like mint gen, not so berry a little bit. Oh, I wonder if this rug would work for the living room part. I'm trying to think about what's like a sort of modern looking sofa. See, this is also kind of samey, which I don't really know if I love, but it might be okay. And then we could do a little simple gray coffee table. What about this one? That one's kind of cool, maybe. I don't really know. No, I don't like that. I want to have a sort of simple, modern looking table that we could put a TV on. Oh, that's all right looking. You know, I could probably also scoot these windows over. Oh, can't do it on the top floor. We'll be able to move into that and do it later. I could also even possibly just get rid of this window. I do like how it looks from the outside, but it's not necessary. This is becoming very one note inside, and I don't really know if I like that. I wonder if we could switch it up. I do like how this looks. I kind of wanted to have a fireplace too, but I'm not really sure if that's gonna fit anywhere. I mean, a fireplace would be nice to put in the living room. It's so cold outside, so it would be useful to have. I wonder if any of these come in colors that feel nicer. I like how that has like the pink and the blue. Maybe we could try and get some pink, because we could make the whole place kind of like this pink and blue color theme together. This has a lot of orange with the pillows, which I don't know if I love. Yeah, I don't know if I can do the pink curtains. I was gonna try, but I don't know if I can pull that off. It looks a little bit weird. I do know that I want to use the Desert Luxe curtain thing, because there's like this little curtain rod. I think that really helps, because you can put it all the way across the whole thing. Looks more like a real curtain then. Are there any other fireplaces? Like maybe I should get a more modern looking fireplace if we're gonna stick to these simple colors. I really want a nice chair with like some cool accent colors, but this one's very modern looking. I don't really know if I like those together, but we could try it. Oh, I love this plant on the wall. I think I'm gonna use that right here. How about this little skinny plant back behind it? Oh, I could do this in the really bright blue color, because then it'll match the counter a bit more. There's not much that, oh, it's not the same color as the counter. I was literally in the middle of saying there's not much that matches that counter, and then I exactly proved my own point. Should we put a big table? I kind of like the glass, but I'm not sure if I should keep it. I think that looks sort of cool together. You know what? I'm sticking to it. Let's get a plant for on the table that maybe has some sort of light pink color like that. It needs to be kind of like a bubblegum pink. See, like that is. That's all right. And maybe the couch could change, because I think that that couch, oh, I don't know if I've used this one really. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that the colors of the pillows on that couch are throwing it off. We need something that matches just a little bit better. Oh, I don't like most of these couches. This is what I get for trying to have the whole theme match something that I don't even like. Okay, let's do some little lights above this, because that's kind of cute. I also need to add in a sink, and then maybe on this wall, if we could get some kind of pink artwork. I think it really needs that. This is like pink and blue, and it kind of is modern looking, so we could try that. I'm also kind of wondering about some kind of hanging plant. I'm just not sure if that's too many plants in this same little corner, but maybe this one could get moved. Oh, moved to where? Oh, I'm not sure. I think that this looks better in that corner, because I don't really know what else we could put in that corner. Oh, here we go. This is like a little pink coffee table thing. That's good. Maybe like one more little plant right next to it. That's kind of blocking the door, but it's not that bad. You know what else kind of makes this hard is the fact that I don't really know anything about these Sims. Like, they're sort of just these side characters that are related to my Sim, Nina. I love Nina. I know everything about Nina, but her kids, I don't know them at all. Let's see. Gilbert's a loner, ambitious, a child of the islands, and he's scared of cow plants. Tabitha's gloomy, a bro, and erratic. They don't even have jobs. Maybe I should give them jobs. Oh boy, they're sad about losing a parent. Okay, Tabitha, maybe you could be an engineer. It's like you're following in the footsteps of your mom, because the engineer career has to do with all of the robot stuff. And then if Gilbert is a child of the islands, maybe he could be a conservationist. I feel bad that he has the child of the islands trait, and I've got him living in like the most opposite place physically possible. Like, he wants to be in Sulani, and instead he's on a mountain. A snowy nightmare, like blizzard-filled mountain instead. You know, I never used that weird little bowl. Let's put that right there. And then maybe we could get a bookshelf in this hallway. I like the idea of a somewhat tall bookshelf, and then maybe some kind of extra pink art. They've got loads of money, so we can kind of do whatever we want. Money is not really an issue in this safe. Oh, they need a thermostat probably. I can't remember if robots get cold. Obviously these kids are human, so they can get cold, but I don't remember if the robots can. And then of course, like, a robot wouldn't normally need a shower, but since it's not just Nina, it kind of calls for a little bit of a change of plan. I could do a light pink right there. I love this plant. I would like to use it again, but I think it's too wide, so I might stick to this one. I don't like this one as much. I don't think it's as good. Oh, maybe I could use this piece of art inside of the bathroom. I'm actually gonna try that. I think I'm gonna switch the tile back. I don't really like this dark gray. I think it would look cuter with a lighter color. Yeah, the dark was too much. I didn't like that. I wish that this came in plain white. I don't understand why it doesn't. I always think that. I always want to use it and then kind of like settle for not using it because it doesn't quite look right. Okay, this is actually kind of a nice little bathroom. I think that it matches the style of the house. I do probably want to start getting wallpaper in this main room because I've not done that yet. Oh, I wonder if I could get like a really bright minty color. Is this the same color? Oh my God, what if I use that like just behind this wall? It's kind of like a fun pop. I won't put it many places, but I kind of want to put it right there. Maybe I'll use that same pop of color behind this wall. Just get a little bit more fun stuff going on. I also should have probably put columns. I'm thinking kind of like that around the edges of the kitchen. I don't love that blue wallpaper back there. I think it should have been brick. Or maybe even like this wall should have been brick around the corner. Yeah, that's cuter. All right, let's do each of the bedrooms. They're gonna be really small. I feel really guilty about this. It's just unfortunate that the apartment is so tiny. I could basically have like a double bed and nothing else, but I think I'll do a single bed in here. I think I'll have this one belong to Gilbert. Maybe he could have kind of like a beachy sort of vibe to his bedroom because he's supposed to love the beach, right? So we could give him that. You know, the kids room pack has this little picture and there's like a beach swatch on it. Do those look okay together? I think Those are fine when combined. Yeah, that should be all right. Let's let Gilbert have this then. Okay, this like minty colored curtain. Ew, 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 why does it look like that? I hate when you have the same curtain in the room and it looks different on both windows. Maybe I shouldn't use that. It's just because of the lighting, but that happens so often in this game. What the heck? Oh, that's really strange. I have never seen that before. These curtains are sheer, and sometimes the sheerness is weird, like the game doesn't like it. Maybe Gilbert could have less windows. I could just take those away from him. You know what? That's kind of a fun little color scheme on this nightstand. I don't know if I've really ever used that before. I'm kind of going for like a beach house that was designed by a person who's never actually been to the beach, because that's kind of like what Gilbert is. I don't love this wood floor. Maybe we could do carpet in here. I guess we could get the same like minty colored carpet. I'm just using that stuff everywhere. Oh, this is a nice and really skinny dresser. And you know what? That kind of has like a beachy tone to it. Okay, that could work. Let's do a full-length mirror on the wall, but like a wall version, so it's not in the way of anything. Maybe some wall lights. I really like the holiday pack wall lights. Maybe we could do like a couple of them. I like these because when they're hung at different heights like this, it kind of looks like someone sort of haphazardly hung them up. And I think that's cuter than if I were to do them super neat. So like technically these Sims are fully grown adults, maybe even adults, like not even just young adults, but I'm decorating these rooms kind of like teenagers' rooms, but also they never really had a teenager's room when they were young because I didn't really decorate their house back then. They sort of just had the room that they had as kids forever. This is their first time getting to have their own bedroom decorations, so I'm gonna try and take advantage of that for them. I love this light yellow color. I think I want to use that everywhere. Okay, that could be Gilbert's room. And then the other Sim, Tabitha, not her having the fear of death. I feel bad. I feel like I've traumatized these people. I kind of want to go for like a pink thing inside of her room. I also think that it might be good for her to have the robotics station because we can't very well call this a robot apartment and then not have a robot. Oh, this is not far over enough. We need to have robot stuff in here. Is there like a kind of modern looking pink bed? Possibly one that has some fun patterns to it. We could do like a solid color one and then get a fun rug. Ooh, you know what? See, this is actually kind of cool. Maybe I'll keep the wood floor then and we'll stick to this thing. They already have a computer, so they can just share that one. So I probably don't need to have a computer inside of Tabby's room. I do kind of want a dresser. Maybe I use this. And you know, they don't actually have a dog, but I kind of like the idea of getting a dog because then we can see the dog around the apartment. And wouldn't that be fun? Because the dog would like hang out in our apartment too. So maybe I'll give them some dog stuff. I think this room is generally a slightly more similar vibe to what Tabby had in the old house anyway. And not really in a bad way. I just mean that like she had a lot of pink before. So it does actually make sense that she would have a lot of pink again. I like the pink lighting. I think that's fun. Okay, this is like a little rose picture. Let's try that. Maybe we could do some kind of little pink shelf like this too, because that's cute. And then we want to mimic the other rooms a little bit, like with the brick. We do have this cool two-toned pink wallpaper. I might use that. All right. And that's the robot apartment done. Let me, before I switch gears, have them adopt a dog real quick. I guess I could even just do it in Cass. Oh my God, she's gonna be an elder in 5 days? No. What if I aged her down? I feel like I failed these children. What if I made him a little bit younger? Like we let her become a young adult again? What does that make Gilbert, a teen? Oh, we can't do that. That's gonna make Gilbert older than Tabby though. I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't mess with it. I'm sorry. I won't make them go through that. Let me randomize a dog a couple times. Oh, the big dog is cute, but oh, look at this little one. Oh my God, I kind of love you. What sort of name should you have? Oh, it just randomized Cleo. I sort of like the name Cleo. You could have like a little minty collar because your whole house is minty. Couch potato, jumpy, and glutton. Okay, there is another dog in our family now. Gilbert, buddy, do you want to come fill the dog's bowl? Oh, and I'll also get some toys, dog toys. Just a couple of them, so the dog has something. And then I believe with that, this whole apartment is set up. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm gonna save so we don't lose it. And now I want to go do the brother's apartment. I need to go back into the main house though, so I can show you him because he hasn't quite moved out yet. We're kind of getting a little bit ahead of ourselves by setting this up. I know this sim better, so this one is less like I'm making an apartment for a stranger. The other two Sims, they were strangers. Okay, I got the same achievement again because the achievements are all bugged, but this Sim is a painter, level 4 in the painting career. He's got a whole bunch of bonus traits too. He's like really well set up. He is Father Winter's baby as well, which is kind of interesting. So I want to have a sort of slightly icy vibe to his apartment. apartment. It might even be kind of similar with that minty color, but we can use different accents. He also had in his teenage bedroom a long time ago, he had a very like black and white kind of color scheme. Black, white, and gray almost. And I'm not opposed to trying to bring that back with like darker colors, especially because it would be a starker contrast to the rest of the house that I've built. Oh, and now we're from Manage World, so it's not as horrible looking. The lighting is gonna be better for us. Okay, well this is what the apartment looks like. This apartment is a little bit smaller and like a slightly weirder shape. One thing that I am kind of concerned about with this apartment is that I'm not super sure how I could fit in an extra bedroom. Oh my god, I forgot about the balcony too. Okay, we'll have to go back and do that in a minute. I'll finish this apartment first. But I would kind of like to have an extra bedroom because I kind of want him to have kids someday. But then, like, as you can see, the apartment is really small. So I don't know. Maybe I will do it like this. I think it would be good for us to leave room for a child just because I know I would want one. Why do I have such little money? Oh, am I building with? Oh my god, am I building this with the funds of my sim? Oh no, I don't want to pay for this with my family funds. Hold on. I might need to have somebody live there just so I can have their money instead of mine because I'm willing to cheat for money. Oh my god, my sim's gonna become an elder today. Oh, I'm not ready for that. Sorry, that's unrelated to this. I'm gonna try and build this apartment from the main house version because I should be able to put furniture up here, right? Oh my god. As long as I unhide it, we can put it up here. Okay. 4,782. I'm just gonna keep that in mind and then cheat for money. And I'll cheat the funds back to that afterward. I understand that's a bad thing and I probably shouldn't do that, but desperate times call for desperate measures and I want my legacy to be happy. So that's how I'm gonna do it. Okay, I might actually put this bathroom door like over here. It's kind of in a weird little corner, but I think that's better for the layout of the apartment. Let's think like dark colors and like gray and stuff because I feel like that'll be kind of cool. Maybe Slay could have his kitchen. I don't know if I want it to wrap around the corner or not. Oh, maybe his kitchen would be better off over here now that I'm thinking about it. Or, well, I think part of the problem is just that you almost need the living room to be like right in the middle of it all, and that's not good either. This is a challenge. This is a really weird shape. Maybe I could take away part of the bathroom. That gives us a really weird, almost like S-shaped bathroom. Ew, I hate that floor. He has to have a totally different floor. Maybe we could do this one. I think I'm gonna keep it in black though. Yeah, I'm not super sure where I'm gonna put this. I wonder if I could steal even more space. That makes this upstairs hallway significantly smaller, but it's not like the upstairs hallway needs to be big. It's kind of just there so that there's a way to walk in. Okay, here's my new plan. I've separated it in kind of a weird way, but what I think I'm gonna do is get a wide sofa right here, and we're gonna have like a super off-center TV. It's gonna be like so far over there that no one's gonna like it, and I'll try and pick a different rug, one that I haven't really used much before. I don't really know about this one. We could try that somewhere possibly. Maybe try and use this a couple times in his bedroom. Oh, this is a nice little gray color. We could try this. Okay, let me find a cooler sofa then, because we don't need to use like the cheapest base game one. That was mostly just so I could figure out the vibe. Okay, I'm liking this concept so far. I think I need to figure out what kind of fridge I want to use. I might just use the Home Chef Hustle stuff, because that comes in black, thankfully. Oh, yikes. I don't really like that. See, I don't know about the solid black counters. I feel like it's a little bit plain, but maybe that's better for what we're doing with this place specifically, and we can get like a more interesting wallpaper or something. It's kind of industrial looking with this like dark gray. Oh, maybe we use the industrial loft kit. Maybe we focus on that. We can at least use a few things from it. I love this like silvery light. I'm not a huge fan of the TV stand though, so I might not use that one. The pipes could be kind of a fun thing to add in because it's a nice detail. I just don't really know if this apartment would have exposed pipes though. I don't know if I like the industrial loft kit. I don't think I like it in here. I'm thinking more like dream home decorator vibes. I don't want to go so far away from the vibe that he had before. Like, I don't want to completely change up his whole style. Okay, I did this. I put a little chair in the corner. I think that's kind of cool. Okay, here's a bookshelf. We'll put that by the front door. I might put this gray brick. Oh, my game is lagging. We'll do gray brick by that. I'm trying to make sure I get more white accents too. Like, I've got white on the base of this planter because you want it to match the windows. You don't want it to be like only super dark. No, I don't like that curtain. I was gonna try a curtain, but I'm just not sure about them. Maybe Slay could have some kind of plant, like tall plant. That one could be white too. I could also possibly scoot this back. How far into the wall can that go? Like to there? Yeah, I feel like that's nicer because the more space we can have in this little walkway, the better, because it's pretty tight. Maybe we give him like a coat rack or something. There are some from Snowy Escape, and I really like the ones from Snowy Escape, but they're really long. I was picturing like this this one. I mean, it could maybe get sized down. It just looks like it's a bunch of kids stuff then when you size it down, doesn't it? But maybe if you just don't look at it that closely, it's fine. You know, I'm also kind of tempted to have like a full cabinet. I know that makes it really tight in here, but isn't that kind of cool? I kind of don't want this window. I probably shouldn't say that, but oh, I can also scoot this in. Maybe I do that again and then I put like, I know I use this in the apartment down below, but I love this thing. I think that looks so good. It makes it a lot darker over here, but I feel like maybe that's fine. And we can get some white accents. Oh, he also needs to have a sink. I almost forgot. But then he can cook in this corner counter. See, if there was a chair that was like black and white, I think that would be really nice because it would bring the colors together. Oh, there's this one. That's actually kind of good. We can get a little glass dining table. I think I might use all 3 chairs. I'm feeling like maybe this chair is not modern looking enough either. So maybe I switch that one out for something else. Well, we could do something like this one. This one won't come in a light blue anymore, but it has a, oh, ew, 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 ew. Maybe don't do that. It comes in like this dark blue. That would work. That's fine. This painting is kind of icy looking, isn't it? I don't really even know what I mean by that exactly, but if I'm trying to go for this like icy vibe, I don't know. It's a stretch, but we can pretend. And then I want to have some kind of flower or something on the table. I kind of want it to be white though. I want a flower like this that is all white because I just don't think that the peachy flowers work for in here. I like them a lot, but I'm not sure if it's good for this particular space. And those are like roses. I don't really foresee him having roses. Oh, that is perfect and icy. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, you know what? Could I fit this record player anywhere? It would actually fit in next to this. I just don't love how it's like off center from the window, but I do think that would be cool for him. Maybe we try and use it anyway. He also needs an easel because he's an artist. I wonder if I could just shove it in this little corner. I think that's probably the best thing that I could do for him, honestly, because then that takes advantage of the full living space. I'm looking for a dark-ish gray color to use on some of the walls. Not all of them, but some of them. Oh, I kind of like how this one has like two-toned stuff going on. Should I do that? And maybe this main wall could just be black, like a solid black color. Okay, this is not really my vibe. I wouldn't normally go for this, but I think it works for him. Oh, and this is where I can use the darker gray tile that I wanted downstairs that didn't really work out. Ooh, in hindsight, should I have gotten another rug? I don't really know what rug I would use, but I'm starting to second guess myself. I feel like it just needs something. That's kind of nice, right? Maybe we will use that. And maybe this wallpaper should be blue instead. You know what? Let's try that cool wall behind the TV and we do like a solid minty colored blue everywhere else. Because I actually don't want it to be so dark. I think this is better. I think that ties it all in better. Okay, in the bathroom, I'm kind of tempted to use like this fancy shower. I don't know if I like it though. I do love the idea of something more interesting. Maybe the black one could be cool. Oh, this is gonna be a really tight squeeze for me to fit everything in here. I might not be able to do it like this. I guess if the toilet is over here, this is probably more likely to work. You can do like a black and white thing, or should I do all black? I never use only black in bathrooms. It kind of like gives me the ick a little bit, having a like all black toilet. I don't know how to explain it. I think it's kind of like the same reason that hotels use white sheets, because you can like bleach them and you can see if there's any stains or like anything icky on it. If the toilet is all black, it like feels inherently less clean because it's like dark and hiding stuff. I think that's why I don't like it. I don't know if that makes sense, but this should work. Oh, can't check. Never mind. Can you unhide it, please? Let's not put anything else in there, just to be safe. Okay, I want to find a bed. Okay, I kind of like this bed. This one is from Eco Lifestyle. I'm wondering if we use that and then I try to like layer this rug 3 times. I've never really done this before. It's just different than what I would normally go for. We could give him a desk probably on the other end of the room and some kind of tall and skinny dresser. I kind of want like a 1 tile wide tall and skinny dresser. The ones from Tiny Living could work. Maybe he could have a Tiny Living nightstand too then. Let's get him a really fancy computer, like the one from my kit. It's like a blue and gray kind of color scheme. And then I can try and add in more white by doing stuff like the white chair, maybe a white plant, maybe even like a white lamp could be nice. Maybe we get some of the artist studio stuff like this. He could have some sketches on the wall behind his desk. I'm thinking like sketches, maybe a candle. I will also get a little set of books on his dresser, and then I don't really know what kind of artwork. Nothing is really ever as snowy as I want it to be for these Sims. I'm having a hard time finding like the kind of vibes that I'm looking for. Okay, how about this as the wallpaper though? That's a nice simple bedroom for him. He might want a wall plant. Or wait, no, maybe a corkboard. While we are over here, I might start getting some stuff on his balcony. On the basement level, like the main house level, his twin sister has a game table and a yoga mat. It's hard because a lot of the like outdoor outdoorsy stuff I feel tempted to use is dangerous, because even the yoga is dangerous. They're like changing into their athletic clothes in the cold weather. But maybe I could give him a grill. Might be kind of fun if we saw him grilling from time to time. We could do like a grill and then a little outdoor table. Well, that's got snow on it, which is not good. Let me get a candle for it. I'm almost wondering about giving him a bike. Not even so he can ride the bike. Obviously, he can't ride the bike when it's up here, but almost just like as a thing to have, because it's like he's storing the bike outside. I liked having some garden pots too, but these look sort of dumb because you can't even see the plants. Like, they're all gonna be dead. I had a really hard time doing the landscaping on this place. Oh, for some reason, they're like snow-capped. That looks better. But yeah, I had a really hard time with the landscaping on this place because obviously everything's in the snow. So the vibes are just kind of ick. Like, they always look dead and sad. How does that season's painting look? Because there's a snowy version of this. Maybe I could just put this in the hallway. I mean, yeah, we can put some built-ins right there too. I think the upstairs hallway itself needs to be simple. We don't want to like put anything that they could be using in there because I don't really want my Sims to autonomously walk all the way to the third floor of the other building, you know? And then this little room, we don't have any kids yet. Like, Slay doesn't have a baby or anything, but I feel really tempted to decorate it for a baby. I just know that he's probably gonna have one relatively soon. Since his sister is pregnant, I want the kids to grow up like close with their cousins. So that does put us in a little bit of a time crunch here with this baby. I mean, it could literally be like basically as simple as this. We don't need to have loads of stuff. Oh, let's do like a really cool skiing thing. Slay has had this many times in his life. I could have gotten that behind his bed again too. Oh, we could do the mountain one in his room. That's really his vibe. Okay, I will do that then. Maybe the baby could have just like a little hanging shelf or something. Okay, it's basic, but it works. The last thing I want to do before I end this video is go back for a second because I never actually did the balcony for the robots. This will be nice because it'll be fun to visit these lots now. I mean, I had them empty for like 2 weeks in real life and I've been playing in this save, so it's gonna be much better to have more stuff going on. And I feel like I'm not abandoning my Sims now. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. I have to travel. The number of loading screens I have sat through in this video. Okay, last but certainly not least, this is a once sentient scrap pile. This is literally their mom, so I guess I'll just put that in here so we don't lose it. Maybe I'll put their mom's urn on top of this on the fireplace. Oh, I need to talk quieter. I'm a little bit embarrassed because we're getting these like built-in bookshelves installed and the man just got here like to work on them again and I think he can hear me, so I shouldn't be so loudly discussing that there's urns in here, I don't think. Okay, indoor activities. What else might they want to put out here? Most of it is just so big. We could do this, like the bubble blower thing, because I never really use it. And it would be kind of interesting if they go out here autonomously and use it. It's like something cooler to watch instead of just putting like another empty table or another chess table or something like I usually do. I'm not really sure what kind of chair to use. I've used a couple options. I was looking at these. I think I might prefer to have one that's, I don't know, maybe just a little bit more simple, like this one. Probably don't want to have 3 there, right? Just the 2. But yeah, I can't put things like a telescope because it's technically undercover, so they actually can't use that technically. We could do potted plants, but I'm just not really sure if I like how this is. Like, I don't know, is it weird that it's all green and nothing else is green? Maybe it's fine. Oh, you know what? Maybe I could also just get a couple more things for the dog. Another dog bed, and we could put like the dog's toy box, because before we only had a couple toys on the floor. That is a proper toy box now. Okay, I think we're done. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna upload the finished lot to the gallery again. I've got a version of it already, but obviously that one doesn't have the apartment furniture. So if you're looking for it, you can find both. And I also just posted the last episode of this series a couple days ago. So if you wanted to go start watching my legacy, I can link it down below for you. We're like 1 episode in to the new generation. So if you've never seen it before, now is honestly a really good time to start watching because you haven't missed much. All right, it is up. This one says that it has CC in it. It doesn't, it just has family photos. The other version does not have photos, so it doesn't have that problem. All right, well, I guess we're finished here. So thank you for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow. Okay, bye everybody. You know, I just told you to go watch the last episode, but in the last episode, I held a funeral for my robot. Which is maybe like not the most exciting place to start, but hey, everybody's gotta start somewhere.